Hello and welcome back to Coldborough Park Farm. As you can see, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We have a forecast for rain yet again here on day 2 of early summer. So we are going to get around the next field as best we can before the rains come. We can spread fertiliser on wet ground, but we can't spread fertiliser while it's raining because it will clag up in the spreader. And we did put a little sheet over it last night to protect it from the rain when we finished, but got this field and the potato and sugar beet field to do, and then we've just got the 3 smaller fields left to do. The grass will be ready for harvesting. Looks like we've got a brilliant summer coming up. Look at the long range forecast where we've got bright sunshine for the first 4 days, and then we've got a cloudy day but dry. Then days 8 and 9 of summer, once again bright sunshine. So we shall see going forward whether that forecast is right, but at the minute fighting a battle with the weather. We have been around the headland, so now we shall turn ourselves into here and back up this breed. So we want to get this, as much of the fertiliser done as we can today, and by the time you join us next time we should be, oh, missed the turn in there, gone a little bit wide. Luckily didn't go too far beyond where we wanted to turn in, but this is really going to boost the settings that we have. Again, we've got to now get into the next row. The row is now getting a little longer, and away we go again. Pretty much all of this fertiliser will be, with it going to rain, it'll be washed straight down to the root of the crop, although probably not the best to spread it into it. But, there we have it, we've got right into the crop this time. Yeah, it may wash down a little too quickly with it raining, but at least with the amount of work we've got to do, we will be getting the last of the fertiliser on. May well also, of course, have a day during summer when it's nice and warm where we're going to be spreading fertiliser, down to the fact that we need to get the grass cut, but we also need to get the fertiliser on first as well. Good thing is, with the way the weather forecast is, that we should be able to get the grass cut, chopped into hay and taken over to the stables who are going to buy our hay hoppers. We haven't got a lot, we've only got the one small field to get cut, but we will take it over to them, and it should keep their horses going a little longer. Hopefully towards the end of summer we may be able to get a second cut to take over to them. Also, once we get started harvest, we need some straw bales for our pigs, and we also need some straw bales to take over to the horse stables. They need some straw for bedding. So any opportunity we can get to make a bit of money, we will. I'm not going to bale every field up. Just a simple fact that it's too time consuming for the amount of money you get, but we just want to bale enough for what we need for our pigs and bale enough for what the stables want to see them through till next season's harvest. We are almost out of fertiliser in here as well now, so soon have to go and top up the spreader again. Hopefully we can get this field and the potatoes done today. It would be nice if we could get the sugar beet and the potatoes all done today, but not sure whether we will. The sugar beet harvester is going to take a while harvesting once we get round to sugar beet harvest. We may lose a bit of our sugar beet. But again, in here we come and up. So we have got what we've got. Oh, just one full row left and then the short row. So we will head up to the trailer. Not going to shake the guts out the tractor. We're going any faster than we're supposed to. Although we've got rain coming, we've got plenty of time to get it done before harvest. So shouldn't be too long now before this is bright yellow across the field. Getting to that part of the summer where the crops are flowering. The potato field should soon be in flower as well. So we shall see how that goes going forward. I hope you've had a great weekend. We're recording this on Saturday to be uploaded on the Sunday. Now we can get our toe down a little bit now. Right, so we are on the road. So luckily not a lot of traffic about down here. And there we are. So now we can get the fertiliser filled up. There we go, and then we can finish this field off and get it in the right gear. My arm out. There's no mud guards on these old tractors, no indicators on these old tractors. So there we go, back into the right gear to get across the field. And the crop really is looking good. The flowers are beginning to appear now, so the bees will soon be busy pollinating. And now we want to be into this next breed down here, I think. Is that the one we want? Yes, it is. Lovely. Going forward, that is the one we want. So we shall now see the wheel there. Oh, we've gone a bit off course there. We're looking, not to worry. The wheel there seems to bounce about. The old tractor bounces. You can see why we don't want to be going flat out across this field with it. But yeah, so everything working its way along the field. We will be transporting across to the next field, rain or shine. Whether we will get any of it done into that, I don't know. This piece here now wants spreading on this end. We are now getting close to the end of this. We will at least get one more field done. So we are over halfway through our fertilising, I think. We've got the sugar beet and potatoes to do. That's the last of the big fields before we've got 3 small fields up at the farm where you saw us finish off the spraying last time. We will now get around here and into the next breed. There we go. So one more short breed back up, and then we can head down to the potato field. That rain clouds beginning to build up over there on the hills. You can see them. See the clouds beginning to build up. They're now as you get down to this last one, it looks bright out this side, but out the back of us really is looking decidedly cloudy. Just zoom around, see there you see the big black clouds beginning to build. Got to wait a little while before the rain comes, so hopefully we can get ourselves down to the potato field and get some done. Whether we do the potatoes first or the sugar, I think we'll do the sugar beet first, because going down the potato rows less damaging and trudging through the sugar beet in the wet ground. Again, depends. Like yesterday we got the rain early. By the time we came out here today, the ground had dried. Right, so we will now jump off there, go and get our other 35. Just close that gate as well. And this gate over here can be closed. Get those gates closed and spin the 35 around, get it on the trail of the other one, and now hired elk can take it down there for us. And then we can jump into the Land Rover. Already got a good bit of time on the Land Rover. This is the sort of machine that will be on the farm for a long while to come. Tractors are frequently updated. No doubt the Land Rover will be updated before too long. We will run the Land Rover as long as we can. It doesn't do a lot of work, so it's like going to the shop and things like that. Everybody is following along, which is great. This tractor already almost up to 8 hours work done on it. So we will fill up with fertiliser before we get started in these fields. I think we will do the sugar beet first, just for the fact that once the rain comes and the ground gets wet, we can go down the potato rows far easier than we can get down sugar beet rows causing too much bother. Now tractor driver right up here, we've turned that off, get him into the yard, keep him up this edge side, we'll shade the bags a little from the rain. That's got that, and we shall get the Land Rover in. That will go to there. Lovely. Now we shall fill the spreader and head down the potato headlands. There we have it. So now we shall get down to the sugar beet and run down this headland here, which will be working well. The rain cloud seems to be dispersing a little over there, so hopefully the rain is dispersing. We can now get started on the sugar beet, get all the way around the outside of the sugar beet field. We're going to get a lot of sugar beet off this field. The annual yield of sugar beet is around 7 tonnes per acre, which is pretty reasonable compared to when you're getting 1 tonne of wheat or barley and half a tonne of oilseed rape. Get around here as quickly as we can. As I say, those rain clouds seem to, the rain clouds are there over those hills, so has that shower gone around us? Have we been lucky and missed the rain, or is it going over those hills and then moving across to us? Around here. One more headland to do after this. I think we may be lucky to get today out of the way before the rains come. As you see, we've got most of this headland done now, and we can work our way up and down the sugar beet rows. And that is around the outside of the sugar beet rows. Could now go actually that way along this sugar beet. Looks to be the best way across thus far. Whatever the sugar beet, would zoom out a bit, let you see a good view of what we're doing. We now get to the end of the field, and again we are now on our way back across. We will get finished on all of these crops before we start mowing the grass. So a bit more money to spend before we get a little bit back in. It should soon be into the time of year to get the harvest up. Not going to be selling anything whilst we are harvesting unless the field we're in as a crop that is in great demand. The exception to the rule on that is sugar beet, where we will be having 2 permits per day, so 2 loads of sugar beet every day will be sold, and the rest of it during that day will be dumped on the beet pad and be collected up towards the end of the sugar beet. Would like to get a beet cleaner so we can load the beet up clean. We will have a lorry firm coming in and taking the sugar beet once we've got all the crop in. Sugar beet will remain 2 loads a day even after harvest. So if we get a great demand for wheat, we will take a 2 loads of wheat over to the sell point, and then start loading the wheat after we've sold the 2 loads that day until all the sugar beet is gone. Oh, nicely getting through this now, and the rain looks like it's going to hold, so probably when you join us tomorrow the ground will be a little bit wet, which is why we wanted to get the sugar beet done first. With wet ground would really push this sugar beet over and affect its growth, whereas the potatoes, you're down the ridges and not actually anywhere near the crop itself. And we shall now head down in here. We will use the rest of this tank up, and that is where we will leave the video for today. And now we've just got to find out where we actually came out of here. Here we are, up here will be about right for us. We are 20% of our fertiliser left. Is this actually spreading and doing any difference? I think it is, you know. No, it isn't. We was on the wrong piece. But we will now get ourselves in line. Here's where we want it to be. Down this piece. And now we are going down these rows. Again, the field a little bit on the bumpy side. 13% of our fertiliser left. Sugar beet really looks to be growing well at the moment, and we will get to this end, and that is where we will leave you. We'll have a look and see if the potatoes are beginning to flower on the way as we're saying our goodbyes. But for now, day 2 of early summer, as far as you the viewer is concerned, is coming to an end. The potatoes not yet up to a flowering stage. So all that's left to say is hope you've enjoyed this look back to 1960 and the Massey Ferguson 35 spreading fertiliser. Please give it a like, give it a share, drop us a comment, let us know what you thought of it. If you're new to Summer Farm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon. It will tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Taddy bye.